Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Living with Perks, and today I have a special video for you. In this video, I'm going to do an unboxing of some old video game collector items. I'm not sure exactly what's in this haul, but I do want you to know that this is my late uncle's equipment. I'm going to unbox this thing and review what's all in there. He was a big gamer. He was all about the 90s, some of the 80s stuff. He was in the Commodore, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega, all that stuff. He did pass a few years ago from cancer, and I got his hand-me-downs and everything, so I'm gonna jump right into it. Let's get this little briefcase up here and take a look at what's inside. So here we go. Sega Game Gear. I believe I had a similar case when I was a kid, but through moves and everything, I'm pretty sure mine went missing or got taken to Goodwill or something. So let's open this front flap here just to see what's inside. All Velcro, pretty decent condition over the years. So this is going to be the strap for wearing it as a carrying bag, briefcase style, whatever you want to call it. This thing looks brand new. So he took really good care of all his video games and stuff. So we got the strap. Looks like we got some instruction manuals here. We got WrestleMania. We got Sonic the Hedgehog 2. World Class Leaderboard golf game. They didn't invest in color printing on that one. Some sticky glue residue. What's this? G-Lock Air Battle. He was really big into the flight simulators and air fighter games. And we have the original Sega Game Gear instruction manual. So you can see what we're probably getting into here. We're going to be getting into some Game Gear games, it looks like. So let's unzip this thing and take a look. All right, so we got cases up top here, contains the Game Gear games. We'll get into those shortly. I'm gonna pull out all the equipment I see here. So first off, right off the bat, we have the Sega Game Gear, and it does have a game in the back there. Looks like it's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And this thing is in clean, like mint condition. Stickers are all intact. I don't see anything wrong with this, to be honest. It is kind of lifted on the corner there, it looks like, but that shouldn't prevent it from working, I wouldn't think. Let's take a look at the battery pack, make sure there's no residue or acid, and doesn't look like there is. That thing is pretty clean. Like I said, he took very good care of his stuff. So I'm gonna pop some AA's in this in a little bit to take a more thorough look, and hopefully we have a console to play. Oh, underneath we got a bunch of game cartridges. Game Boy Advance. Yep. We got Wario Land 4. Zelda the Minish Cap. Midway's Greatest Arcade Hits. That one looks like it has some soda spilt on it, but I don't remember him having a Game Boy Advance. It could have been his kids. And Frogger's Adventure. So 4 Game Boy Advance games hidden underneath the Game Gear. Don't know what this is. Let's take a look at that. a Game Gear battery pack. Has a huge belt clip on it. Just strap that onto your pants and carry this big thing around to play your Game Gear on the go. Not sure exactly how this works. It does have just like a prong cable. It looks like this is almost like a cable that would work in a computer. So I might have to look up how to charge this thing. There is a port on the side there. If you guys know how the Game Gear battery pack works or where to get plugins and stuff, I'd really like to know and test this out. We do have, looks like a plug-in here. This is for the Sega model MK2103 Class 2 power supply, and also the same plug-in, it looks like. I don't know if this was meant for the Sega Genesis or the Sega Game Gear. Let me take a look here. Yeah, there is a DC port on the top here. So however you charge that battery pack, it's going to plug into the top of the Game Gear, and that's how you have that extra battery life to go beyond the 6 AA's. And then we have a huge magnifying glass, it looks like. This thing's pretty dusty, but let's see. Kind of neat. Have to see how this one works. It's called the Sega Super Wide Gear. Interesting. You know, they made some weird accessories back in the day. This makes the screen just that much more bigger. Probably adds an inch to it, diagonal. I'm gonna try that out. Hopefully this thing works so we can see the difference between them. I remember when I was a kid, my Game Gear, I had an actual like TV antenna I could plug into it to watch like basic over-the-air channels. Took that camping with me, and of course there was poor signal out in the middle of nowhere wherever we were camping, so I didn't get to watch TV anyway. We're looking at the games now. So this is going to be the one that matches that instruction manual. This is WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge. Very clean in its case. Next one. Yeah, another mixture of games here. This is a Game Boy Color game, Hardcore ECW Revolution. Neat little clear case it comes in. See the circuitry on the back. And again, I didn't know he was like a Game Boy type guy. I knew he loved the Game Gear just for the color screen. Or maybe that's why he got the Game Boy Advance, I don't know. We got Joe Montana Football on the Game Gear. Interplay's 5-in-1 Fun Pack. Now, Interplay is a company that I hold near and dear to my heart. They made my favorite video game series, Fallout. Looks like they made some 5-in-1 games back in the day. Right here we have World Series Baseball. This goes with the black and white instruction manual. And we have the world-class leaderboard golf. And the last one is the G-Lock Air Battle. And I do notice on the back of this, it has some Game Genie codes. That's one thing I remember having, is you have the huge Game Genie that buckles into the cartridge port of your Game Gear. You put your game in there to unlock cheat codes, you know, infinity lives, ammunition, that kind of thing, skip levels, and they give you like some generic codes to punch in to do such. So right now I'm gonna get this all cleaned up. I'm gonna have the Game Gear ready to go, put some AA's in it, and we're gonna power it on to see if it still works. So I have my 6 AA batteries. I accidentally grabbed an extra one. But we are going to put the batteries in and power this thing up, and hopefully can show you some gameplay. Now, the one thing I do hate about the old consoles is they used a ton of batteries and they would drain them like so quickly. I remember taking mine camping and I would be lucky to have batteries after 3 days of camping. I didn't play a whole lot. I mean, I was there for the adventure, going hiking, swimming, whatever. But got the batteries in. Let's hit the power switch and see what we got. Not looking good. I have all the batteries facing the right way. I guess what I could do, I'm gonna take the batteries out of here and just use this power cable to see if we can get some power that way. Like I said, this thing is old. It's from the 90s. Despite it looking pretty clean, it probably has some bad circuitry inside. So I might have to do a separate video on how to repair this guy if this doesn't work. But let's get this power cable, and we're just gonna plug it in right over in the wall here. Cable is long enough, thankfully. Ooh, we do have power. Let's turn on some audio. Maybe audio doesn't work. Yeah, the audio might be shot on it. I'm really happy the screen is working though. Let me bring this closer so you guys can take a look. Alright, so here we have Sonic the Hedgehog. Unfortunately, no audio on this guy. I mean, it just has this small speaker here. And you know, you got your basic 2 buttons. Your jump and your attack on most games, but Sonic, it's just going to be that jump option. Hold on. Actually, I can hear music. Yeah, it's full blast, but that thing is quiet. See if you guys can hear it. I'm gonna turn this one off, try a different game. I want to see what this Interplay 5 in 1 is all about. See what games are on there. Part of the mystery, right? Five in 1 fun pack. Looks like it's going to be a bunch of cheesy games. Backgammon, checkers, reversey, chess, and yacht. Whatever that is. Maybe it's like a form of Yahtzee, but they couldn't use it for copyright purposes to have the actual name. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'm not too interested in playing those games. Back in the day, it was probably cool. You know, you have a console and you can play 5 classic games on your screen. That doesn't seem too interesting to us nowadays when we can download all those games on our smartphones. Last game I'm gonna try is this WrestleMania Steel Cage. The screen is flickering pretty bad. I think this thing needs some replacement parts. Oh, there is a brightness control. I forgot about that on the side there. So I do toggle it down a little bit. Yeah, the screen's still flickering. I'm not sure how reliable that brightness is gonna be. Worked a little bit. So press 1 or 2. Alright, looks like you got one-on-one, you got tag team, WWF championship. Let's just go 1-player easy regular match. Now this was extremely hard to read back in the day, but oh, I forgot I have the magnifying glass screen, so let's put that on here. You know, this is going to be the solution to all of our problems, I just know it. Very cool. Can see so much better now. Yeah, I don't know if this game froze or what it's doing right now, but I mean, at least you see how much larger the screen is with this device. But I think that's all we're gonna show you for today. You guys have any tips or tricks on how to enhance the speaker, get that battery charger working, or the brightness? I mean, anything that could potentially fix the screen would probably be beneficial, and the audio. Really wish the batteries would work in this thing. That way I could, you know, play it with the freedom of being able to walk around and kill 6 AA batteries within a day. So that's it for the unboxing, guys. I hope you guys like the video. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to Living with Perks, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.